All right, next we have the senator from Indiana. There is a sign right there for him. Patriots led Mike Braun. Please join me in welcoming Senator Mike Braun.
Thank you so much. What a beautiful day. You know, I made the journey, made the decision to do this back in August of 2017. One simple reason. I was fed up with business as usual in that place right there. We need more people that come from Main Street, USA, that get out of the comfort zone, quit complaining about it on the couch, and actually do something. When I did that complaining, even to the point where my wife would sometimes say, Mike, you're talking to yourself over there, I made that decision. This place is more gummed up and dysfunctional than even what I thought. Yeah, it's a sad story. Coming from a place like Jasper, Indiana, the state of Indiana, where you do not look to a higher authority to get things done, you do it on your own. You ask, what can I do first? What can my community do first? What will our state do? Looking to this place is a broken promise. We've been doing it for too many decades. What have they delivered us? $trillion-dollar deficits. And an institution that ought to be respected, not an embarrassment by the way it conducts itself. So when I got here, what were some of the first things I did? Got on board immediately. If we would have term limits, the number one simple thing that would get people here that from the day they get here aren't calculating their vote by who's going to write them a campaign check or to get reelected. I ran against 3 individuals, 2 in the primary, 1 in the general, politicians from the farm system of politics, the establishment. That's what's delivered us these results. First thing I did when I got here, there's another guy like me from Florida, Governor Rick Scott. We got together and thought about what would be the 2 bills that would be most important to at least stake out where we were coming from. Number 1 was no budget, no paycheck. Number 2 was to get rid of congressional and senatorial pensions. Why should they get it, especially when they deliver the results that we've delivered over the years? And the last thing was, once you're here, you cannot become a lobbyist and jump from one thing to the other. The beauty, when you do say that you're not going to build a career here, you don't get nestled in. You speak like this, regardless if it's in front of your peers, all the interest groups that come here with hat in hand, wanting more money from the federal government. And believe it or not, if you do it with a record and approach that makes sense, you'll get a few of the folks nodding their heads in the right direction. We just need more individuals like myself that are going to be honest enough to say it and have a voice loud enough to where you can hear it. I promise you, you'll get that out of me. I'm going to end with this because I was listening to what the speaker said before. Biggest issue out here when I ran and now is the cost of health care. And you know why? It's dominated by huge corporations that increasingly get more concentrated. They don't believe in transparency. They don't believe in competition. Let me tell you what you can do so you can see that there's hope for the future. 11 years ago, when I was only on a school board, believe me, you'll get an earful of something when you're on one of them, that was my first step from the private sector into the public arena. 2008, I had built my business after 27 years selling auto and truck accessories, never borrowing any money, reinvesting. That could all blow up. Actually, our biggest years of growth started in 2009. Why? I reinvested every penny, never borrowed any money other than if it was for a building, grew 6 times in size when most places were struggling. I also decided to take on the health insurance industry. I don't have the time to give you the details. Come to my office. Visit me in southern Indiana on any Friday. I open my mouth as a senator. If you come to my town, you can have an hour of my time. I've got a backlog of people wanting to see me you wouldn't imagine. I made my system to where individuals, my employees, my impatients had skin in the game from $1. I constructed a system emphasizing wellness, not remediation. I ended up buying an insurance plan that afternoon instead of just begrudgingly saying I'd sign off on another 5 to 10% increase and being told I was lucky that was all it's going to be. Cut costs by 50%, made it consumer driven. My employees have not had a premium increase in 11 years. I lowered family health care plans by $1,400 a year when the biggest piece of legislation that's ever come out of this place, the Jobs and Tax Cut Act of 2017, that gave freedom to enterprisers, LLCs and sub-S's and small businesses when it was going to head across the finish line, only helping big corporations. Kudos to Senator Ron Johnson, another individual's not happy with business as usual here. I wish I had more time. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. Keep the enthusiasm up. We need it. You need more individuals like me that'll get out of the comfort zone to talk about what really makes this nation tick: freedom, liberty, individual responsibility, living within your means, not that. Thank you.
Thank you.